Hello, my audiences. How are you doing? Today, I'm going to do a review of guidance suggestions on what keyboards to buy. I'm going to use the Chinese Amazon kind of thing to showcase the different keyboards. Because I don't want to use the real keyboards because it's very difficult to shoot a video like that. But rest assured, my suggestions and my comments are really real life tested. Because I have a lot of keyboards. I have used a lot of keyboards, and they all have different uh, qualities and different traits. So you will learn something. I hope you will learn something. Yes. So I'm going to use this website. It has all kinds of keyboards. Um, yeah, it's Chinese. So all right, let's get started with the keyboards. Of course, I want to highlight the importance of keyboard because you use it every day. So it's very important to choose one and the one that you like. And unfortunately, I have on my desk there are 3 keyboards. Um, I think actually a lot of them are not so good. Um, they have pros and cons, I would say. If you are interested, you can browse my old video. I have reviewed at least 2 keyboards in there. Okay, let me first review the first one, Logitech. The Logitech I think it's K520. K520. Yeah, I have this on my desk. Logitech K20. Logitech. Yeah, just be aware that all my comments are very generic and they apply to these are very good comments, and because I use them every day. So I've used that. This is a combo I bought in Canada for $50 when it was on sale. I've used it for 3 years. Overall, I don't like it. Why? Because I'm a picky person. First of all, I'm pretty picky, but it does have cons. I'll start from with pros, of course. Pro is that actually this is a full-sized keyboard. You can see that, and first of all, it has multiplayer keys, and it has function keys. These are very useful. I find them very useful. And these are full size, and you have the number keys and the arrow keys, and also the insert, delete, and but there are cons. The first I cannot stand is it's very hard to press. That is a big turn down for me, because after I input a large article or I work intensively in a day, I feel tired after using that actually. So that's very, very, very bad. You have to press very hard to make it work. So you might think that that this is just a keyboard. How hard can it be? Hey, but if you work intensively in a day with keyboard, and you do get tired. So that's the first con. The second is that I can see that there is in the bottom there's kind of a big edge. It's supposed to be maybe a rest, some kind of thing, but it's not very useful. It takes up a very large space of your desk. And the third one is I bought it with a mouse. It's a combo. The mouse basically stopped working after 1 year. So the mouse was of bad quality. It's really disappointing, thinking that considering that the Logitech is a big brand. And there's another con is that with this Windows key, you will see here. it's very hard to work. It's very hard to for it to call out the Windows menu, I would say. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a defect of maybe of only my keyboard. It didn't work from day one. It didn't work well from the day one. I always have to press very hard to make it work. So beside that, those are pros. For example, it has the multiplayer keys, hotkeys, and it's a full-size keyboard. So pretty that's good and bad. And notice that actually it doesn't have any indicator. Yeah, it doesn't have any number in the indicator, and it doesn't have locks. I would say lock keyboards. What's that? That lock key indicator. It doesn't have cap. It has one in here. I think it has cap lock indicator, but it's not. It doesn't have the usual indicators, lights. I mean, so it's not very useful. It's not very convenient. That's the first one. Okay, let me move on to the second one. Let me make sure that I'm recording actually. Okay, the second keyboard I would like to review is I think it's Microsoft M something. Let me check that number. Microsoft, what is that? Microsoft keyboard 850. 850 Microsoft. 850. Let's see if it has that. Yeah, it has that. Yeah, good, perfect. Okay, this keyboard. Come on, pop up. Pop out, pop out. No, it doesn't pop out. It's very strange. All right, it doesn't like pop out. Okay, this keyboard, it also has pros and cons, I would say, of course. Pro, it's very light to press on. Yeah, that's very important, because you don't get tired actually. Yeah. When I work with intensively with it in a day with this, I don't I get tired. Honestly speaking, I prefer this one, even it has cons. That's the first thing. And it is full size. And then it comes to the cons. The con, that's a very strange. You see the keys, they are very weirdly shaped. Some of them are actually they're kind of like a letter or something. They're definitely not flat. Some keys are very. I don't know why. Maybe this kind of style, but I don't really like it. It doesn't show you. Some keys are there's a slope in there. For example, this one, the up arrow. There's a big slope. And all the others, they are there. So I don't like the slope, to be honest. And that's the first one. And the second one is a very big turn down, is the functional keys are the hotkeys. Those F4, F5, F6, those are very small. And you have to be very careful so that you can press it down. Actually, and I believe it's a design flaw, because there are seen the other small keys. They are not difficult. They are a bit less ideal, but they are easy to. They are not as difficult as this one. I think because the keys are so small and so I would say so narrow, and it's very difficult to really make it work, really make it be effective, because sometimes your finger, my finger is very big, my thumbnail, yeah, my thumb is very big, and when I press it, I find I sometimes I find that my finger are stopped by the keyboard's edges. Basically, I cannot press it uh, except pressing it with my I would say nail. Yeah, with my nail I can press it, but so it's very inconvenient because I work with software. I sometimes use the hotkeys, so it's a big turn down. But if you only type text or something, it's really uh, the force that you have to use are very light, so it's very easy to type. That's one, and that's the functional keys. And another is that the space between the key and the number keys, they are very small. There's no space actually. It feels so you can, if you have to, you are typing something and you have to type insert or delete or home or end, you really have to look at the keyboard so that you can type, so that you can find the key. You cannot really you cannot really type without moving your eyes. I usually like blind typing, and this one I cannot do it. I have to look at the end and the home, or if I have to use them. And all you can see is that it doesn't have the indicator lights anywhere. It doesn't even have the cap lock. Yeah, it's a bit turned down. That's it for this keyboard for the Microsoft 850. Okay, I have another one that is Dell. Oh, by the way, both two are wireless, which is good. Let me see the other one. Dell, I think it's a Dell wired keyboard. Anyway, maybe, yeah, just maybe this one. I think it's very similar to this one. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I have this one, Dell. Let me give you the pros of this keyboard. It's also very light to press on, so it gives you a good you don't feel tired after a day of working, which is very good. And Pro, it also has indicator lights. It has here indicator lights, if you can see. So which is very useful. And also, you have the big edges between those keyboards. You can type without looking at the keys if you are very familiar with the keyboards, which is very nice. I don't want to move my head, you know, sometimes it's tiring. I'm that lazy. And all you have full-sized functional keys, of course. And here comes the cons. It doesn't have the multimedia keys. If you want to increase the volume, or you have to use I have to use actually basically my mouse to click on the volume button or volume control in Windows. So it doesn't have the, that's weird because I found that a lot of USB wired keyboards, they don't have the multimedia keys, which is very disappointing. So now that I have finished those three keyboards, I think you have a very good idea when you look for a keyboard, whether it's good or bad. I know that a lot of people don't notice that, but finding a very good keyboard is actually very important for your work. So let's take a look at all the various keyboards and which one I choose to be. I would choose to be the best one. All right. So let's take this. Let me take this one. Let's take this one as an example. That's why it's here. All right. Come on. Come on. It's pretty slow. Huh. As I can see that this keyboard, yeah, full size. It doesn't have multimedia keys. And one big turn down is for me is the enter key is I would say L-shaped, which is not so good. I'm not used to that, so I wouldn't buy this one. All right, let me go to another one. Maybe this one. It's Dell HP. You see that this one is full size, and the enter key is good. But the only thing that I see the functional key is a bit small. I'm not sure it'll be hard to press on to, so I wouldn't get this one either. Yeah, it's very hard to pick a perfect keyboard. Eh? It's not expensive, but you have to really think. Okay, let me take a look at this one. Definitely not. No, I'm not gonna buy this because first of all, it's very expensive. I would never buy those hundreds of dollars of keyboards, and it doesn't have a multimedia key. And nowadays, you use multimedia a lot. And this one. Let me take a look at this one. It looks like good. Oh, this is a stupid website. It keeps asking me to log in. Hey, I don't want to log in. I just want to browse it. Stupid. I don't know how they make it big. They are pretty big, actually. The Taobao or Tmall in China. But it's stupid. A lot of stupid programmers, including me. All right, it doesn't pop out. Well, let me see if there is big pictures down there. Yeah, here, okay, it has a big picture. Oh God. Yeah, it has full-size key. It has indicator lights, but it doesn't have the multimedia. It doesn't have multimedia keys. So I would settle for this one, to be honest. And in the review, people say that it's light. You know, yeah, it's not very heavy to type, so it's good. I would settle for this one, but since I have choices, I would keep looking. I'm not very happy with it. You see, you have a lot. There's a lot of things to consider. Let me think. Let me take a look at this one, the Lenovo thing. Lenovo. See, Lenovo is fine, but I still wouldn't buy it. Why? Because it has a con. First of all, the FN keys are not separated enough. You see that there's a very small edge. I need them to separate the FN keys into, I'll say from F1 to F4, I would like them to be in a group, F5 to F8 to be in a group so that I don't have to look when I want to type a FN key. which is very important because if it's well separated, you don't have to look at it. But if it's not separated, you don't know which one you're typing, F1, F5, or F4. You have to look at it. And so I wouldn't buy it because I use the Fn keys a lot as a software programmer. Yeah. Oh, what a picky person I am. But if you wanna, if you wanna be perfect, you have to be picky. Let me see this one. It's very hard to choose one, a good one. No, it's not well separated, so I wouldn't even look. Yeah, those are very important, a very important KPI for me. So, yeah, but it has the multiple media key, which is good. All right. Looks like I didn't find a perfect keyboard from this website even. It's not so good. Not good news. So maybe I'll just settle for that for this one if I have to. Maybe I'll settle for this one. It doesn't have the multimedia keys, but you know what? Sometimes you have to settle. All right. I hope you learned from this video. You learned how to choose a perfect keyboard for you, and I hope you don't find me very picky. Thank you. Goodbye.